Well, tonight we are following up on the back and forth between Lakewood residents and city leaders over balancing new housing development with protecting open space. Now, you might recall this stemmed from an apartment complex that was planned near Belmar Park.
Well, this month's long battle now coming to an end. Denver 7's Daniel Kreuter is following up with what's next for developers and the green space in Lakewood.
The heart of a debate happening for more than a year in Lakewood is this. If someone wanted to build in Lakewood on a property with acres of open space, they'd have two options. They'd be required to dedicate some of the land to the city to be protected parkland, or pay a fee to the city and develop over it. A few months back, a citizen-led initiative got rid of the fee option.
Is it really a requirement if you're allowed to buy out of it?
Kathy Kentner helped draft the citizen ordinance.
We've been developing lot line to lot line, just a concrete jungle without any green spaces.
It got enough signatures to go before city council and was approved, although state law requires that fee to be available.
We had to pass, or we had to send to a vote to put out something on the ballot that we weren't even sure would be able to stick. Just didn't feel right.
Once the citizen ordinance went into effect, homeowners started to speak up, like Katie Christensen, who now had to give up part of her backyard in order to rebuild her home.
Their direct words is that we had to dedicate through an easement 1,300 square feet of our property back to the city, which is ridiculous.
According to city officials, Katie's was one of more than 100 projects that hit this snag.
We saw townhomes in there. We saw apartment buildings in there. We saw single-family homes.
The city says the new rule was causing an urgent problem, but supporters call it something else.
Instead of applying it with integrity, they chose to manufacture a crisis. They used people and created real harm just so they could get rid of the initiative.
Some people on that side say that the city chose to grossly misinterpret their ordinance. Do you feel that's the case?
I don't feel that's the case. You know, interpreting the law is a complicated thing, and the way you get around challenges interpreting is there's got to be an incredible amount of clarity that's in there. That clarity did not exist.
So the city recently repealed and replaced the citizen ordinance, bringing back the fee option.
It was anchored in a study and recommendations by professionals. We are absolutely dedicated to continuing to work on increasing parkland where we can throughout the city.
The fireplace is moving from over here to over there.
It's great news for developers and property owners like Katie.
We were very excited and very thankful.
But a huge blow to the citizen group.
When we are not against the growth, we're asking for the growth to be balanced by appropriate green space.
In Lakewood, I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver 7.